Alright, man, here we go. Gonna see if we can catch some baby turtles. There's no wind today, thankfully, and it's pretty warm. It's about 80 degrees. This is the only pond so far this year in my area that I haven't gone to. So there should be a bunch of baby turtles. Great habitat. Oh my God. Look at the size of that bullfrog. That thing is like the size of a turtle or a small dog. I know the baby turtles have already hatched because I've been catching them in other ponds. So there's a nice dragonfly. There's one. Holy shit, I can't reach it. I hope it's still there. Come on. He's pretty good size too. He's a little bigger than the ones I've been catching. Yeah, he's still there. Please be in here. There he is. I got him. So clutch. So clutch. Put them in the bucket. Let's get some more. The rule with these guys is where there's one, there's usually dozens. Let's get it. I'd like to get at least two more. Woodpecker. Oh, he's gone. There's so much wildlife out here. Yeah, it's almost like being out in the middle of nowhere because they left it alone. Yeah. I just caught a little baby turtle. Nice. That's what I'm here for. Cool. Pet or fish bait? Pet. Awesome. Yeah, I've got a pond at my house, and I've got a problem because I've got a bunch of turtles in there, but they're all female. So I'd like to have, it's not huge, it's like a swimming pool, yeah, but I'd like to have 5 turtles in it. Right now I have got 3 and they're all female, and they're going crazy in the spring. They want to lay eggs, right. So they're getting aggressive, but you got to catch like 10 of these because you never know, right. They could all be female. Yeah, I like to catch the baby ones though and watch them grow. There's a snake. Oh, there's a baby turtle too. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how I can get to it. It's all slime. Pretty sure I just saw Cottonmouth. I want none of that. I want nothing to do with that. Just a little pool right here. I only was jokingly looking down here. I thought, maybe there's a baby turtle. It's a horrible spot for one. It's full of snakes and not Not a whole lot of food. I'll be patient and wait for him to come up to breathe. But I gotta watch out for that snake. I see that baby turtle. He's way down there. I see him. Come on. That was one of the biggest wastes of time in my entire life. I thought for sure he would come up, and he never did. What the hell? There's one right here. Holy shit. No joke. There's a baby turtle right here in the grass. Yellow belly too, check that out. What in the world? That is so cool. I've never seen that before. He must have got like stuck in the egg hole or something. He's covered up in mud. That is so cool. Not the species I'm after. What are the odds of that? Like, look at this. How would you find a baby turtle in here? In the freaking grass. That is a massive frog.
Are you getting frogs?
No, I'm here for baby turtles.
Oh, okay. So what are the signs to know that you know where a turtle is?
Well, they're perfectly round when they're born. So that's one thing for starters. They don't really fit in. They're really like, they have a really bright yellow shell, yellowish green, and they're perfectly round.
If they're underwater, how do you know?
Well, you look for something that moves, that's perfectly round, about the size of a quarter. This time of year when you catch them when they're really young, they can't go into deep water because they're vulnerable.
So how long have you been hunting for turtles?
Well, I've always had pet turtles since I was like 5. So I used to do it on the golf course till they kicked me off. But like probably 15 years. Turtles are way better than any other pet, man. I tell you what, they live longer and they'll eat pretty much anything. You can keep them outside and they will eat out of your hand too.
I have a turtle at home.
Really?
Yeah, he's a red slider.
I got a pond that I put mine in. This pond is almost too swampy to find them. I mean, look at this. It's just nothing but weeds. This one that I caught, I don't know if I should even keep it. I'm probably not going to keep the yellow belly one, but the red ear that I caught's missing an arm.
Oh.
So he got it bitten off probably by fire ants. If it was something bigger like a raccoon, it would have just eaten him. Sure. So whatever got to him was probably like a fire ant. There's no chance of finding one here. There's just no way. I saw one over there and I waited like 15 minutes to get it and it never came up. This looks a little better. It's clear water.
Yeah. So the one with the missing arm, you're probably gonna put it back?
Yeah, I don't want it.
Okay.
If you want it, here, you can have it. It's better than just letting it go. I mean, it's almost certainly gonna die.
Yeah.
Get eaten by a bass or something. You gonna put it with the other one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks, man.
Look at that. Yeah. Sucks, right?
Yeah.
I'm almost certain it was probably fire ants. Good luck. Damn, man, I figured I would have caught like 5 by now. It's just too much vegetation. Let's see if this works. Caught a bunch of minnows. Oh, a big fish. Look at that. Oh, that's a tadpole. That is a big bullfrog tadpole. Some minnows. You good, buddy? Get back in there. Feed the bass. Oh, there's a little minnow. Bait fish are good, man. Get back in there. Yeah.
Oh, what's your channel?
WesleyAPEX. I'm getting desperate. I might just wait over here. That's like the only turtle I saw. That first one I caught was missing an arm. So, you know, if I just let him go, he would have died. More than likely. I mean, a bass would have eaten him.
Yeah.
And I didn't want him, so I gave him to that kid over there. He says he has a fish tank with a big red ear. So that's a better life for him. And then, believe it or not, I found a baby one in the grass over there. Yeah, but it's a yellow belly. I want red ears. Cool. I think what it is there's too much vegetation at this pond. I mean, they're just probably just buried in the algae. There's so much algae.
Yeah, this pond is just,
It's turning into a swamp.
well, the last time they stocked this was 2004.
Oh, really? What, with catfish?
Yeah, they did fingerling bass and they did cats.
There's no bass in here anymore. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
they
catch.
caught one the other day.
How big?
About this big.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no good bass in
Uh-huh.
It's all catfish and then the sunfish and bluegills.
Did you catch it on minnows?
No, I caught it on this.
Okay. Worm?
Yeah, it's just a trout worm and I cut it in half and actually rigged it on a trout jig.
Cool.
Yeah. So I figured it would work pretty good, and it
Yeah?
has been working pretty good, so it's kind of my
So
go-to.
I use rattle traps. That's pretty much all I use, and this water is so murky
Yeah.
that they don't really work.
No. Here is so many people come out with night crawlers that you have to use something that's more of a worm imitation.
Well, if I come here for catfish, I use bread.
Yeah,
Bread
that
is
too.
like gold.
Yeah, bread and hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
yeah,
went to a pond the other day that was half the size of this one and caught like 6 or 7 baby turtles. So I think they're in here. It's just all the vegetation. You can't really find them. I've gone to ponds before that, you know, people have told me aren't stocked, and I always catch something.
Right.
Yeah. See this little guy? He's so cool. It's not a red ear.
Yeah. All right. That's an awesome turtle.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Good catch.
Mm-hmm. I didn't bring a rod though, so. Good luck.
Thank you. You too.
There he is. He's way back there. I just gotta remember where he dives off to. He is little bitty. There ain't no safe way down here. All right, I see him. I see him. I can get him if I can get down there like right now. Yeah? You have no idea how hard this is to get down here. There are so many cottonmouths down here. There he is. If I didn't get that turtle, my name's not Wesley. I swear I got it. There's no way I didn't get it. There's no way I missed that turtle. Come on, buddy. There he is, I got him. Oh my God. Man. He's healthy too. There we go, so doing pretty good now. 3 ain't bad. That guy is tiny. Damn near broke a leg to get it. This is a horrible spot for a baby turtle. Surrounded by snakes. Okay. Now how to get out? Without breaking a leg. Where's that tree root? There it is. Okay. That tree root saved the day. That is like a jungle. Oh my goodness. You like to watch fishing videos?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. What's your channel called?
Flurg, F-L-U-R-G-H.
Okay.
I just subbed you so you'll see it. The icon's a grasshopper.
Well, the problem is I get like 100 subscribers a day.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah, I know.
finding you is going to be tough.
Okay. Well, at least if you're recording, you'll have me telling you what it
Yeah.
is.
How is it spelled again?
F-L-U-R-G-H.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
There's a lot of fishing channels out here.
Yeah, they're really
Like
are.
most of them.
Yeah.
They're all in Dallas or in Florida.
Yep.
Like, let's see. There's Lake Fork Guy,
Lake Fork guy.
Guggen Squad, Flare.
Yeah.
I saw Lunker's TV when I was fishing.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. I got my cardio for the day. See ya. So I've decided that I am going to let this guy go here at this pond because yellow bellies and red ears don't always get along so well. But you can see he's still got that egg yolk right there. And he looks huge on this video, but he's not. It's just real close up. But you know, it's really hard. Really hard. I want to keep him. He's so beautiful. But you know, it just wouldn't look good to have one yellow belly slider with a bunch of red ears and possibly not get along. And I've had that before. I've had that happen where they didn't get along. And it's not worth it. And, you know, this is the pond where he was heading to, so need to let him go here. But man, he's beautiful. And it takes a lot of stamina on my part. Mental strength to say no and let this guy go. But it's the right thing to do. Very pretty animal. So ultimately I caught 4 baby turtles today. One was a yellow belly and or peninsula cooter, very hard to tell them apart. And 3 were red ears. One of the red ear sliders was missing an arm, and it just so happened there was a kid fishing near where I was catching these turtles, and he said that he had a fish tank with a red ear slider in it, and he wanted the turtle. And you know, you can say, oh, well, I shouldn't have done that. He could be an animal abuser. But the truth of the matter is, if I let that baby turtle go, and he's got 1 arm and 2 legs, he's not going to survive. He's going to get eaten by a bass or a catfish or a bird. So, actually, he's going to live a better life, potentially. I mean, I'm assuming that the guy was a decent guy. I don't like to assume the worst, but assuming that he was a decent guy and he had a fish tank, that turtle will live a much better life. Because out here in the wild, man, birth defects and injuries are killer. And that's just the cycle of life, man. But look at that, 4 turtles. There was a lot of vegetation, very hard to find these turtles. But I'm going to let the yellow belly go. It's the right thing to do. So ultimately, I got 2 really nice, healthy baby red ear sliders. One of them is like a little bitty guy, and one of them is pretty good size. So, probably 2 different parents. 2 different eggs, nests. So, real cool, good stuff. Pretty much every good fishing YouTube channel out there has a pond. And as you can see, I have one. I just remodeled it recently. I put these stones here for my turtles to bask on. I put these dog ramps in the water, which look really cool. They have artificial turf. Makes it look like it's got a shoreline. And then I redid the fence. Added mulch to keep the snakes out. And then the bamboo's pretty recent too. And then the solar lamps. So, anyway, so here's the 2 baby turtles that I kept. I caught 4. Caught 4 of them. I let one go because it wasn't a red ear. It was a yellow belly or a peninsula cooter, one of the 2. And then I gave one away because it only had 1 arm. So rather than let it go and pray that it doesn't get eaten by a bass, which is unlikely, it probably would have, I gave it to some kid who has a tank with a red ear already in it. So it'll live a much happier life. Or a much safer life for sure. So here we go. Put him right here. Let's watch him go. Well, he was running all over the place in my hand, and now the little guy won't move. There's the big turtle. She is massive. She's only 6 years old, but she's about as big as a 20-year-old. There he goes. There's the first one. He bumped into the big turtle. The water's green because of the pollen, but believe me, it's not dirty. It was clear until about a month ago, and then it started getting a lot of pollen that fell in. One way you can tell that the water's not full of algae is the turtle shells. They would start growing algae on them if it was dirty in here.